the new one?
He seems in very, very good form. We've been very happy with. Probably learnt more in defeat last time than we would have ever learnt by winning, you know. So obviously we know him inside out now, and we know how we'd like him for the festival, and he's pretty much on track.
He went down fighting, didn't he? His last run was his only defeat. It was a narrow one, and behind a very solid yardstick as well at Fisher's Cross.
Yeah, our fella's very, 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 very tough. And obviously he just got outstayed that day, so he has his excuses. Better ground at the festival, I can only see that as being a positive. It's looking good. Obviously we've got Pont Alexandra to beat, and he's looked very, very, very good. And he is a massive worry, you know, and obviously you can't just ignore the others in the race as well. It's nice to see Puffin Billy coming back to something like himself, and it's going to be a very, very competitive race, and you can't take anything lightly.
It's that time of the season where you just want to wrap them in cotton wool, isn't it, when they've had their races, they've done the preparation. What's the next few days got in store for this horse?
He just quiet day, work day tomorrow, and then obviously again Friday, and he'll just be doing probably probably doing 3 tomorrow, and then he'd be whizzing up twice on Friday. And touch wood, he seems in good form, but like you say, the bubble wrap is well and truly out. He's got his duvets on, and he's be having a watchful eye over him for the next couple of weeks.
Another interesting young horse is African Gold. Now, he looks to be a very nice chaser in the making. That's clearly where his future is going to lie. Options are very much open for him at this stage regarding the festival.
Yeah, most likely target is probably the Albert Bartlett. Always thought he's still relatively well handicapped over hurdles, but speaking to Nigest's target, that's where the owner would like to go, so hopefully he go there with a live chance. Rode him out this morning, he's fresh and well. He ran away with me actually, nothing bad. He was buzzing well, fresh, bucking and kicking, so it's nice to have him going there with a live chance.
Yeah, tongue in cheek, but they're always the signs that you like to see with these horses. That's telling you something positive.
Exactly. We only hack on a Monday, and he was just a bit fresher than the rest, and he was just pulling the arms out. But it's a sign you'd rather have than the opposite, you know.
Been impressive, this horse, hasn't he, at Newbury and in particular at Doncaster. It seems like he's learnt something significant every time he's gone racing.
You'd forget he's only the same age as the new one, you know. He's only 5. He's a big baby. So every time he has had a race, he's learnt something, you know. He's progressing the whole time, and hopefully by the festival he'll be a wiser, stronger, better type of horse, you know.
Imperial Commander is heading back for the big one. Of course, it was an almighty effort, wasn't it, in the Argento? How's the horse?
Yeah, he ran a massive race. He could only have been happier there. He's come out the race very well, actually. He's been eaten up and had a relatively smooth run with him, considering he's had so many troubles. And everything seems to be going well. So just once again, the bubble wrap is well and truly out.
Of course, he's he's fresher than most, isn't he, coming into this race? How does he compare to his championship year in terms of fitness and weight and all that kind of stuff?
We don't actually weigh him at Niger's, but I'd only ever see him from one end of the string, or maybe sit upsides him occasionally. As Sparky, Richard Beverside lad, rides him out every day. His pride and joy. He keeps a long eye over him, so he'd be the best person to ask. But I know he's happy with him, so fingers crossed he'll be all right.
Yeah, of course, these lads, they know these horses inside out, and they know if they're showing that old sparkle at home.
Exactly, and he says he's happy with him. If he was to reach that form again, he'd have a massive chance. Obviously, at the age of 12, against these young guns, it's going to be very, very, very competitive. But he was once upon a time a very top horse, and you'd hope if he still has a bit of that ability, he could still run a big race.
Well, as they say, age is just a number, isn't it? But you look at his positive credentials. I mean, his record around Cheltenham, of course, is second to none. He's a previous winner of the race, and he comes into it, as you say, on the back of a great run.
Exactly, and he seems fresh and well. He's had plenty of time to get over his last run, so effectively he should avoid the bounce factor. And he does seem well at home, you know. Obviously, the young ones are very good horses, and you have to be very, very fearful of them. But our fella seems in good heart. He's got a Gold Cup in the bag, and if he could do another one, I know everyone would be very, very happy.
And it's fair to say, Sam, as well, that it's an open race this year. You know, there's not really one standout here, and it just could be that kind of year that might be open for an older horse like this to come and excel.
Yeah, it'd be absolutely great for the yard. I know they're absolutely buzzing for Cheltenham, so in an open race he can, well, hopefully he will run a massive race.
we've all got our theories. I mean, you've studied the race very closely. Which ones do you think are the ones to beat?
Obviously, Bobsworth has an absolutely massive chance. Savinka Conti's done absolutely nothing wrong either and beaten some very, very nice horses. But I don't think you can write out the giant bolster, you know. Dave Bridgewater, absolutely class trainer, and I'm sure he'll have him mad fresh and ready, 100% ready for the Friday of the festival.